Alright, hello and welcome everybody back to another Flight Simulator video. In today's lesson we'll be covering a topic that we call in the airline world fact versus fiction. So a lot of airplanes have different cockpit layouts and different types of systems and the way they work. However, they're most the same, and fact versus fiction may actually apply to different topics, but today we're going to be focusing fact versus fiction mainly on the MCP and the autopilot system. So just to back up, if you ever had an experience in the plane in your sim or real life where you said out loud or maybe to yourself, hey, what is the airplane doing, or why is it doing that, which I hear on a lot of people's streams and a lot of people's discords when I listen in, it's a simple cause of fact versus fiction. So we'll talk about that. Up here is the MCP on the autopilot panel, remote control panel. If you're using the Airbus, it's an FCU. You're using the CRJ, it's an FCP. All the same. It controls the altitude, the speed, and the heading of the aircraft. And you can configure it for different things. Generally, starting from the left to right, you'll have speed, heading, and altitude. And the reason I label it that way, it will come important later on, is why I'm mentioning the distinction between left to right, speed, heading, altitude. This, being the MCP, is fiction. All the buttons you click up here, right, click whatever you want, this is all fiction. The fact will come into play on your FMA, your flight mode annunciator. So you'll notice that as the MCP had speed, heading, altitude, we have speed, heading, or I should say direction, and your altitude. Laid out exactly the same. Anything that you select for vertical or altitude differences will appear in this column, as glide slope is armed there. It has to do with the descending with altitude. And anything that deals with changing in direction, be it heading select, localizer, LNAV, that'll all appear in the center. And then the speed will appear on the left. So it's a very quick video, but any time that you select anything up here, be it LNAV or level change or whatever, for example, if I lower my altitude to 7,000 feet, you'll verify 7,000 feet has been selected. Then I'll select level change up here. You'll verify level change has been selected. And you'll notice it'll say retard and MCP speed, so the power is going to go all the way back to idle, and the airplane's going to start descending down to 7,000. That's it. Click what you want, verify that it's been selected, and that's operating correctly and or armed. So I hope this can clear a lot of confusion for you. Very quick before I wrap up, a lot of people struggle with this around the approach section where they're clicking a bunch of stuff and it's not capturing a localizer, it's not doing whatever. And another reason is that anytime someone gets told go direct to this waypoint, it's always a classic, hey, why isn't it turning into that waypoint? Right, so gone direct, but you got to verify you clicked LNAV or some sort of FMS navigation and that it's actually been activated and it's captured with the FMA. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next video. Please like, comment what you learned, and subscribe.